We all know this time of the NBA season usually is a snore fest, and we just want to get to the playoffs as fans and even the players too. But this year, we could possibly have two teams win 70 games, and Golden State at the moment is chasing history. And for a while, it looked like they would top the Bulls' record of 72 wins in the regular season until last night. And following that game against the T-Wolves, in which the Warriors lost 124 to 117 in overtime, Warriors fall to 69-9, which is the same mark that the Bulls were at through 78 games. And now, Golden State, they'll have to win their final 4 games to top the record. So you know what the question is. Will they get the job done? I'll answer that question next. Welcome back to the Best Damn Sports Blog. Back again to talk NBA with you guys, specifically the Golden State Warriors, because we all know they are chasing history, trying to top the Bulls' 72-10 regular season record, and their hopes of doing so took a huge hit as they lost to the Timberwolves in overtime. Their second game they lost in their last 3. The final score was 124 to 117 in overtime, and now ESPN's Basketball Power Index gives Golden State just a 14% chance of topping the Bulls' 72-10 regular season record. For Golden State to indeed top the Bulls' record, they will have to win out their final 4 games. Now, before I get into that, I got to show the Minnesota Timberwolves some love because they played a marvelous game, erased the 17-point deficit and all. Shabazz Muhammad, he went for 35 points, a career high. Karl Anthony Towns put up 20 and 10, another double-double. He's going to be a great player. Him and Wiggins together, I like that pairing a lot. Karl Anthony Towns has the potential to be the best big man in the NBA. That's how good and skilled this young kid is. He is marvelous. He already averages 18 and 10 in his rookie season, with the likes of Andrew Wiggins, who takes shots on the roster. That combo is going to be marvelous to see. I expect them to be contending for a playoff spot in a year or two with their young core. They may need to add some veterans around it to, put their team fully together and have the requisite pieces to actually do so. But their young core is nice. But now, let's get back to the Warriors. They've seen a lot of their streaks come to an end in recent history. Just 2 games ago against Boston, they had their 54 home game winning streak snapped. Against the T-Wolves, that is the first time in 61 games in which they have led at halftime but not have gone on to win. And also against the T-Wolves, they saw their 101 game winning streak when they take a 15 or more point lead come to an end. So some people might think the Warriors are slipping a little bit. And then you got San Antonio over there, who already started resting their players, and we know Popovich could care less about the regular season or any type of record or reaching 70 wins. He cares about the playoffs and possibly reaching the NBA Finals. Golden State, that is their end goal. But right now, we know they're trying to top that Bulls record. So Steph, Klay, Draymond, their 3 core players, they've been logging big minutes when necessary down the stretch of this regular season. So could that have a hindrance on them in the playoffs? Me personally, I don't think so. But others, they may think otherwise. And San Antonio, like I said, they're resting. The good thing for Golden State is San Antonio and OKC will face off in the second round, so they will not have to face both teams in the playoffs. But now, that's enough about the playoffs and the NBA Finals, because me personally, I don't think Golden State is slipping. I still have them as title favorites. And we know they've been dealing with their injuries. Azili just came back. Bogut's been in and out the lineup. Iguodala has been out for probably about a month. So they have to reacclimate those pieces. And despite all those injuries, they're still in place to top the Bulls record if they win out, which is today's main topic. So when it comes to the Warriors topping this Bulls record, they will have to win out their final 4 games, which consist of 2 against Memphis, home and away, and 2 against the Spurs, home and away. Now, the 2 Memphis games, albeit in Memphis is slightly tougher than, of course, at the Oracle, I still think Golden State should be able to top the Grizzlies with no Mike Conley, no Marc Gasol. Like, all they have is Zebo at this point. So they should be able to get past Memphis in both of their matchups. Now, where things get tricky for Golden State is in their second matchup against San Antonio, because not only is it in San Antonio, Golden State will also be on the back end of a back-to-back, because their schedule closes out as such. They face the Spurs tomorrow in Golden State. Then they travel to Memphis on the 9th. Then on the 10th, they take on San Antonio in San Antonio, and they close out their season to face off the Grizzlies on Wednesday. So the question is, will they top the Bulls' record? Check out our previous podcast titled, Will the Warriors Win 73 Games? And in that podcast, I stated they would not, and I'm sticking with it. We all know San Antonio has not lost at home all season. They're on pace to be the first team to finish the season without a loss at home. Golden State can no longer say the same. And the fact that Golden State has lost 2 of their last 3 home games, I can't put it past the fact that San Antonio could possibly beat them in Golden State tomorrow. So no, I don't think Golden State will top the record. I think they will match the 72-10 record of the Bulls, finishing 3-1 to close out the season. I think they find a way to beat San Antonio at home tomorrow. I think they handle the Grizzlies in both of their matchups. And in their final matchup with San Antonio, this is key, if Popovich plays his starters, then I think San Antonio will win that game, which would mean finito for the Warriors' 73-9 season, topping the Bulls 72-10. Like I said, I think they'll finish 72-10, the Warriors. Think they'll beat San Antonio at home, beat Memphis in both games, and lose to San Antonio on their home floor if Greg Popovich decides to play his players. Because it's very possible that Greg Popovich could sit out his starters in both of the matchups against the Warriors. And if that's the case, then Golden State will top the record. They will win out. But other than that, I don't expect Golden State to win out. And now the pressure is on, because they're going to finish with at least 70 wins this season. They probably will tie the record. And if they break the record, the pressure will definitely be on to win their second straight NBA championship. And with that 72 wins, it comes a lot of pressure. And it won't mean a damn thing if they don't win the NBA Finals. So yes, it would be nice to see history be made. But if they don't win the NBA title, I could care less about the record. And I'm pretty sure Steph, Klay, and the rest of the Warriors, along with Steve Kerr, could give a fuck about it as well.